Hey guys, cartoons lied to us. We grew up thinking these shows were cute and cozy. Turns out, they were quiet horror movies in disguise. Peppa, Bluey, Mickey, way darker than most real horror films. Remember watching at 6 a.m. with cereal? Yeah, that wasn't breakfast. That was psychological conditioning. If you click off early, just remember, Peppa doesn't live in your TV. She lives in your wallpaper. Watching. If you're still here, you're officially brave. Subscribe now before one of these characters visits your dreams tonight. Alright, deep breath, let's break childhood. First up, Peppa Pig, your childhood, consider it roasted.
Peppa Pig supposedly got very sick at just 2 years old. She spent most of her early life in bed. She needed constant assistance and 24-hour supervision just to stay alive. Peppa became a burden for the entire family. And when her dad finally had enough, he made a horrific decision. He kept Peppa in her room so she could never leave. Years later, the parents had another child, and they also named her Peppa. This new Peppa replaced the original one, who, according to the theory, is still locked in that room. Now, if you Google Peppa Pig house wallpaper, something horrifying comes up. At first glance, it looks like a normal picture, but if you look closer, you can see the original Peppa still trapped inside her room.
So Peppa got sick, the parents replaced her with a clone, and the original's trapped in the wallpaper like a Roblox glitch ghost? Kids, haha, muddy puddles. Adults, this is Saw Jr. That line, Peppa was a burden. That's emotional damage speedrun. If I ever open Peppa wallpaper and see one eye staring back, delete device, burn house, goodbye internet. If OG Peppa whispers, oink oink you forgot me, I'm done. Next trauma. Now this one's pure creepypasta energy. A Peppa DVD labeled Do Not Use. And of course someone used it.
The Peppa Pig Lost episode. When searching for a Peppa Pig DVD at a DVD store, they didn't find anything. They found one. It was dusty and it had a label that said Peppa Pig Do Not Use. They bought the DVD and went home, put the disc in, and a weird Nick Jr. logo came on. Then the screen went black for a minute. Then a title card with the words Peppa Pig in blood red text. The episode was called Why the House Was on Fire. Then it panned into the living room. George, Mommy, and Daddy Pig all looked frightened. Then a brick from the ceiling hit George's neck and drew blood. Then it cuts outside. The house crumbled down, but it was still on fire. You could still hear Peppa. She looked sad. Then it went to static for a couple of seconds. Then she reappeared on screen. Her dress was gray, her eyes were missing, she was covered in blood and crying. The crying looked like it was photoshopped in Microsoft Paint. Then Peppa aggressively shouted, "Why did you not watch another episode of me? Thanks to you, my family is dead. Can't you see that I'm suffering? Well, someday you'll regret it." Then Peppa ran into the burning building, and the episode ended.
Did Peppa just guilt trip us for not watching her? Imagine pressing play and she screams, "You didn't watch me, so my family died." Relax, Miss Hamstring. I skipped one episode, not curse the world. Those tears? That was Microsoft Paint sad mode. Budget trauma. If my TV ever yells at me like that, I'm unplugging and performing a household exorcism. Remote slap. Power cord yank. Gone. Next show before Peppa respawns. Bluey fans, brace yourselves. Everyone thinks Bluey is wholesome. Plot twist? Bluey is emotional warfare in puppy format.
Everything you know about Bluey is 100% wrong.
Are you talking about Bluey the kid show?
No, it's not just a kid show. If you look closely, you'll notice Bluey actually has tons of dark secrets.
How dark could it be? They used blue healers to make the show.
And?
So blue healers were bred to help farmers with their livestock. They were trained to move animals by nipping at their heels. That's why the show teaches responsibility and problem solving.
It does teach valuable lessons, but some are pretty dark.
How?
So there's 3 things a lot of people missed, and it starts with the episode called The Show. This is when Bluey and Bingo were doing a performance about Chili's life. So Bingo was playing as Chili and pretending to be pregnant with a balloon. They were all laughing until the balloon popped. The dad reacted by grabbing Chili's hand. They're saying this suggests that Chili had a miscarriage.
I don't think that was directly about a miscarriage, but rather the thought of them losing a child deeply saddened them.
No, she 100% had a miscarriage, either recently or before giving birth to Bluey. But
I signed up for talking dogs and giggles, not therapy for childhood wounds. Bluey really said, "Let's confront grief today, tiny humans." I just wanted waggy tails, not Pixar trauma at 7 a.m.
But listen, the second one is pretty crazy. is about Muffin and Socks. They're saying they might have autism.
Oh, that explains why Muffin is always erratic and Socks walks on all four.
I mean, she's crawling on all fours because she's a baby.
She's not really a baby.
Okay, just listen to the last one. It's about Indy's mother. If you notice, her daughter has a very restrictive diet. In one of the episodes, Indy says she can't have a sausage because of chemicals.
But I'm not allowed that.
But also, she can't have Poffergies because of gluten, dairy, and sugar.
Oh yeah, that's why Bluey couldn't share her toffee apple with Indy, because it has sugar.
No, exactly. People are saying Indy's mom is obsessed with eating healthy, which forces her daughter to only eat things her mom deems as safe. That's why we always see Indy sad when she can't eat certain foods.
Autism theories, grief arcs, parenting symbolism. This is a psychology degree in a dog show. Justice for Indy. Give that child a sausage. Okay. Peppa was cursed, Bluey caused emotional damage, and your brain's halfway to therapy. But what if they're connected? Some say every cartoon exists in one shared universe. Imagine Peppa in Bluey's yard. Everyone's crying, even the dog's therapist quits. Okay, wait. Cartoons broke our childhood. Now science wants to break our brain too? If infinite universes are real, there's another you watching this video right now.
Imagine a monkey smashing a keyboard forever. Sounds dumb, but math says if it typed long enough, it would accidentally recreate every book ever written, every story. Even your life, word for word. Not magic, just infinity making the impossible guaranteed. Now apply that to reality. Atoms do the same thing. They break apart, float around, and try again forever. So if everything reshuffles endlessly, doesn't that mean the universe could rebuild anything? An object, a moment, a person. Think of a sealed universe. You put an apple inside, it rots into particles. Given enough time, those particles could reform the same apple again. Same shape, same atoms, same everything. So here's the scary part. What if life works that way too? What if you've already lived this exact moment before, watching this, hearing this, thinking the same thought 1,000 times, and one day after infinity loops again, we meet here once more.
So there's a version of me also traumatized by Peppa lore and emotional support dogs? Love that. Infinity means one me is rich and happy, and I got stuck in the universe investigating cursed cartoons. Perfect. Enough existential crisis, back to cute nightmares. Think penguins are safe? Wrong. This one feels like IKEA-possessed furniture.
Remember Pingu? The cute little penguin saying newt newt? Yeah, turns out one episode was straight-up nightmare fuel. Pingu is sleeping all peaceful until his bed suddenly comes alive and starts chasing him. Like, why does the bed look like it wants to eat souls? It was so creepy it got banned in the UK. This isn't newt newt, this is nope nope. If you watched that as a kid and didn't scream, you are built different. Honestly, that episode could traumatize adults.
Who approved this? Why does the bed look like it eats souls? If my bed moves once, bonfire. No sleep tonight. And what was that sound design? It's giving demonic squeaky toy. Even the penguin looked like he regretted existing. This isn't bedtime, this is bed end time. If I ever wake up and see my blanket breathing, we're done. Torch, salt, holy water. Pingu said newt newt, but my brain heard doom doom. Alright, next nightmare. Disney fans, apologies in advance. This is Mickey.exe, corrupted by darkness.
Let's talk about it. The Lost Mickey Mouse episode. So in this episode, it starts off with an old black and white cartoon of Mickey Mouse. He's just walking down a street, and at first, everything looks normal. There's no music, just the sound of his footsteps. But as the video keeps going, things slowly start to change. The background behind Mickey starts to look weird, like the buildings are warping or melting. Mickey himself also changes. His usual smile disappears, and his eyes start to look really empty or dark. As he keeps walking, strange sounds start playing. At first, it's just static, but then it turns into really unsettling noises, like distorted music or even what sounds like faint screaming. The longer the video goes, the more messed up it gets. The background completely breaks apart, and Mickey's face becomes almost unrecognizable, like he's in pain or angry. Some versions even show flashing images or disturbing visuals in between. Eventually, the video cuts to black. Then the episode continues, but now Mickey's face looks super twisted and horrific. This keeps going till the end of the episode. This is all I know. Stay safe out there.
Mickey went from hi pal to my soul is dissolving into static and yours is next. He looked like a Roblox avatar spawned in the back rooms. This isn't nostalgia, it's emotional malware. Some players swear they saw him in Roblox Disney maps. Appears for 2 seconds, crashes the game, whispers, smile wider, then freeze. Bro, if I hear that once, I'm deleting my PC. An old Steamboat Willie? Slow it down. People claim they hear crying under the music. Maybe coincidence. Maybe digital demons with mouse ears. Cocomelon looks soft? No, Cocomelon is baby casino brain attack. Every color screams at you. Every second is a new jump cut. It's not a cartoon, it's an attention span demolition tool.
You guys remember Cocomelon? Well, did you know there's thousands of parents out there having to get their kids speech therapy because they watch this? I'm not even joking. This person said that their 2-year-old speech is delayed because they're addicted to Cocomelon.
Cocomelon overstimulates their brains so much that everything else just seems slow and boring.
There's many different reasons for this, but one of the reasons is that their color scheme. And every single one of their clips, their colors are actually turned to the max. Meaning those 3 colors cannot get any brighter. That's exactly what they do for slot machines. And another one of the reasons is their low effort repeated words. Yay, 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 yes, 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 stomp, stomp, stomp. Basically, little kids' brains are wired this way, and it makes them feel right when they're watching it. This person said that Cocomelon accidentally came out on the TV, and when it did, their toddler turns into a zombie. They locked eyes on the TV, and they wouldn't respond or talk to anyone.
2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Take 1.
Another reason is that Cocomelon changes clips every 1 second. This literally tricks little kids into watching the video longer. Cocomelon's marketing team has a room where a toddler goes in there and they watch Cocomelon. And basically every time the toddler looks away, they find the clip in the video and they actually cut it out before they post it.
Kids staring like glitching NPCs. Eyes wide, pupils gone, like they're downloading colors instead of memories. It's like Red Bull made a nursery rhyme. You blink once and the baby learns stock trading. Parents ask where their child went. Answer, Cocomelon took the soul and replaced it with lag. Even the music feels like a brain virus, repeating the same 4 notes until you forget your own name. If my kid ever hums that tune at 3 a.m., we're moving houses. Alright, next nightmare before our brains melt too. This one, yeah, this broke me. Dora was supposed to teach directions, not summon demons.
What if I told you Dora is not exploring? She's trapped in a curse. Every time she says, "We did it," her world resets, forcing her to repeat the same journey. The talking backpack, the sentient map, they are not cute. They are cracks in a broken reality. Dora is not winning. She's stuck in an endless Sisyphean loop, and she does not even know it.
Why did Dora turn into a possessed GPS? The map kept whispering, turn left, then don't turn back. Nah, I'm not turning anywhere. I'm deleting Google Maps. Boots disappeared, the screen glitched, and Dora just stared, no blink, no smile, like she knew you were watching. Bro, who designed this episode? Satan with a storyboard and the backpack? It opened by itself, empty, echoing. That's not exploration, that's a missing persons case. Nick Jr. said learning adventure, not demonic treasure hunt. If my GPS ever whispers, "Hola, can you find your way out? I'm walking into the sea." Childhood officially cracked. Alright. Last one before we emotionally combust. Final one, and it's dark. We all grew up with Tom and Jerry, cute chaos, funny screams, right? Yeah, not this version.
This is the darkest episode of Tom and Jerry. The episode starts off normal. Tom was sleeping next to the basement door. Suddenly, his old angry owner storms in, and without warning, stomp, stomp, stomp. He crushes Tom's tail, over and over. Realistic sounds. Bones cracking. Then he growls, "Don't go near the basement again. I'm warning you." Jerry saw the whole thing, and for a second, he smiled. The kind of smile you only see in nightmares. Then it happens again, and again. Jerry tricks Tom into the basement. The owner finds him and beats him even harder. But here's the weird part. Tom's injuries didn't reset like in the cartoons, where in the next scene he was fully healed. He was limping, bleeding, and even had a broken leg. Tom, begging, crying, gets shoved in once more. The owner loses it. The owner screams at Tom and cusses at him. The screen glitches, the colors distort. It doesn't feel like a cartoon anymore. The owner screams at Tom and cusses at him. The screen glitches, the colors distort. It doesn't feel like a cartoon anymore. Together, Tom and Jerry drag his body downstairs, and that's when they see it. Dozens of bodies, skinned, mangled. Their owner was a serial killer. They look at each other. Tom mutters, "Don't you believe it?" Jerry smiles and stabs Tom in the chest. Instant kill. Just silence. The episode ends with Jerry smiling and holding a for sale sign, portraying that it was Jerry all along and is now selling the house. And obviously this isn't real.
Black and white, no music, just breathing. Tom looks broken, like he knows he's stuck in a loop, then static, a gun click, cut to black. Was it real? A fan edit? Or something that was never supposed to air? Some say the background shadow moved on its own, not Tom, not Jerry. Bro, imagine watching that at 2 a.m. as a kid. That's not slapstick, that's a breakdown on VHS. All these lost episodes, Peppa, Dora, Mickey, now Tom and Jerry, it feels like someone's testing how much nostalgia we can survive. Spoiler, we already failed. Okay. Deep breath. We just shattered childhood and turned nostalgia into horror. Peppa's haunting walls, Bluey's therapy, Mickey.exe melting souls, Dora.exe forever. These weren't cartoons, they were psychological experiments in disguise. If you're still watching, you're built different. Comment cute but cursed so I know you survived the trauma test. Like, subscribe, bell on, because the next episode, it's not just darker, it's based on something real. A file nobody was supposed to find. Coming soon on Katalina Zone. Sleep tight if you can.